What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Alex. More fragrance, please. Thanks so much for clicking on this video as always. Today I want to dive into a cologne house that we have done a video on before quite a few months ago. And I want to retouch on a couple of them, and then two more were sent to me for review. And I'm going to go ahead and just go over all four. Give you my first impressions really on like the scent profile. Is it a good cologne house? Talk about the price, talk about the customer service, talk about the longevity, and see if this cologne house is something that you want to dive into. It's worth your money and time. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. So as you saw by the thumbnail, we are talking about Colognes fragrances today. Now, Colognes fragrances makes clones. Let's just be real. Let's just be honest. One-to-one clones. And that means actual one-to-one clones, not quite inspired by, not quite close to, but one-to-one clones where you can buy the exact same DNA for a fraction of the price. Now this cologne house, their bottles are just gonna be standard. I'll go ahead and show you the bottle right here. I'll block what this fragrance is. I'll talk about it in a second. Standard bottle. Usually you see these kind of bottles with cologne houses to begin with, or cologne houses that have a lower price range. You'll see a lot of them with these bottles. These bottles are cheaper to get shipped from China. As someone who has looked into bottle prices recently, they are a pretty good price. They're pretty cheap to get, 1,000 pieces, 10,000 pieces. Of course, that adds up quickly, but hey, let me digress. Let's talk about them today. So the first one we're going to talk about out of these four, I've got four to talk about. It's going to be their version of Dior Sauvage. And I actually requested this one because for the last few months until I got this bottle in the mail, have had this weird itch to smell the EDT. To have the EDT. I have the EDP. I've got the Parfum version with Barrett fragrances, and I've got the Elixir version with Barrett fragrances. So I don't really want to purchase anything from Dior. So when I talked to Q, who owns this company, Q Fragrances, he was kind enough to send me a couple more. And all four of these, I will say right now, all four of these were sent to me to review on camera. So I'll be honest with you on how the actual fragrance smells. I'm not going to give a sugar-coated, honest review. I'll tell you if they're worth your time and money. Okay, so let's get into it. So his version of Dior Sauvage is just that. In fact, it's his version of the Eau de Toilette. And I get that here. I have the Eau de Parfum. It's deeper, it's richer, it's a little bit more intense. This Eau de Toilette is Ambroxan. Very light, very pretty, bergamot up top, very bright up top, but it has that sharp aesthetic that the EDT has as well. And I believe that was captured really well here with his Dior Sauvage version from Colognes. It is blue, it's still masculine, it still has that shower gel thing the EDT has, and to me it's the exact same DNA as if I were to go into a Sephora or an Ulta and spray that on my skin or in the air. It gives you that. But I will say the only difference with this is it seems stronger. I'll be real, the EDT isn't EDT. This is his version of the EDT, but his version, particularly this one, is an Eau de Parfum. So naturally, it is gonna be a little bit more dense and rich. To me, it's louder. And do I wanna smell louder? Yeah, I mean, heck yeah. Like, really, who wouldn't? Especially with Sauvage, it's such a great, mass appealing fragrance. I don't mind it being louder. And that's why when I've worn this lasted on my skin 9-10 hours until after I showered it off. And he's been known to make his fragrances seem to last way longer. Highly recommend his version of Dior Sauvage. Price point on this, I believe, is anywhere between $20 and $30, depending. I believe these are $30 for the bigger bottle, and he's got smaller sizes as well. I'll put all that right here, what his website looks like, so you can check it out yourself. Let's move on to the second one. Number two is his version of Gucci Guilty. Now, if you've watched my channel before, you've seen me talk about Gucci Guilty in the next one coming up, where I actually had the fragrances that these are inspired by with them. And these are dead ringers. Actually, one-to-ones. Like everything else that I've smelled of his really are one-to-ones. Gucci Guilty, but this only change with this one too, just like the first one, is that it's louder. It's louder than the original Gucci Guilty. I think it's ramped up. It seems to be a little bit more ramped up, right? I don't know what people have a problem with Gucci Guilty for, the original. I don't know why there's a problem. There's a lot of hate in the FragCom that it's not good, it's not this, it's not that. I like it. I like it. It reminds me of Sauvage in a way where it's that mass appealing, bright, effervescent, citrusy up top, and just a lot of really good, mature feeling notes. I feel good with it. But I'll tell you right now, I have, I had a sample of the original. It smells just like it, but even more intense. So Gucci Guilty from Colognes, to me, is a superior version. For a fraction of the price, you're gonna get the exact same DNA with probably more staying power than the original too. So I will recommend that 100%. The Gucci Guilty by Colognes Fragrances, their version is a must buy. Maison Margiela's Jazz Club. And now the last review I did of this one about 10 videos ago or more, I smelled the original Jazz Club with this one on one hand, the Jazz Club on the other one. This, to me, smells the exact same, but it's almost like Q took out that cigarette smell. The original has a very smoky cigarette smell because you are in a jazz club, right? It's very nice and constructed well. But it's almost like he took that note out. And to me, I enjoy that the note's been taken out because I don't want to smell like cigarette smoke. I don't want to smell like I've been smoking cigarettes at all. So that's what I love about this one. This one smells just like it. Sweet, boozy. You're in the club. It smells like you're drinking. It smells like a sweaty, but not a bad sweaty. Like it smells like it smells like you're in a club, and the cigarette smoke has been dialed down, if not taken out entirely, and it is great. It is a great offering by this house. I would highly recommend it. I know Maison Margiela by the Fireplace and Jazz Club are the two biggest hits, really, for men right now, and I know that Jazz Club is phenomenal. So why spend $150 on a bottle when you can literally get the exact same thing for a fraction of the price? So do I recommend Jazz Club by Colognes? Yeah, I really do. This is amazing. And when I wore this stuck on me all day long as well, 9 to 10 hours as well. So I shower off around that time. So absolutely recommend it. Beautiful fragrance, eau de parfum, sticky, good, sweet, boozy, mature. Love it. The last one I got from the haul from Colognes is Colognes' version of Bond No. 9's Tribeca. And this is Bond No. 9. There's so many fragrances in Bond No. 9, their lineup, that I actually never even smelled Tribeca before. So when I got this, I was like, wow, it's like a vanilla amber fragrance, but it's not like super robust. Oh my gosh. Definitely unisex fragrance. Leans a little more feminine, but can be worn by a man. I've worn this 3 or 4 times already, and each time I wear it, I love it. It's mass appealing. It's not so loud that it's going to stick in people's faces. It's one of those fragrances that you can wear and just be happy you chose it, because you're going to get wafts of it throughout the day, but it's not going to be like an intense bubble of like, oh my God, what am I wearing? This is sweet, sensual, calming, great for a fall day, really great for any time. I said this is evening wear in the summertime, but great for a fall day otherwise. Tribeca is a lot of money. A lot of Bond No. 9s are very expensive. They have a more expensive version, the Dubai versions, and it's very, very expensive. I won't be buying anything Bond No. 9 if I have this. And really, his other offerings are insane from Bond No. 9. Colognes' version of Bond No. 9 Tribeca, sweet, sensual, unisex fragrance. I would recommend. Great for a date night. Great for being close with someone, being nuzzling and cozy and whatever's going on, Netflix and chill by the fireplace, whatever you want to do. It's a great option right there for you. All right, guys, so those are the 4 fragrances from Colognes Fragrances that I want to touch base on and let you guys know that I would recommend 100%. They are great, cheap alternatives to the originals. They smell exactly like the originals. Staying power is great. Customer service, fantastic. Q, who owns the company, is quick to respond via anywhere that you try to reach out. Fantastic on his Instagram, and I would say shipping from Michigan, where he's located, it only takes a few days at very most to get here. So shipping is very quick as well. They come in a bubble wrap, nice and bubble wrapped, no box or anything like that, but really, I mean, you're getting what you pay for. You pay $20, $30 for a fragrance, and that's what you're getting. You're not really getting anything else besides the fragrance. You're not getting a box. You're not getting any like sort of crazy presentation. You get the fragrance, and really that's, I mean, hell, that's really what you want to do anyway, right? For me, if I'm going to spend $20, $30 on a cologne, I just want the cologne. I'm not worried about a box. So that's just my opinion. But these 4, have you guys tried Colognes fragrances? Let me know down below. Have you tried Colognes fragrances? Are you looking to try them? They are phenomenal. I'll link their website down below. Q on Instagram is super awesome, quick, funny, and I highly recommend it, guys. So hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk soon. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.